Hi everybody, welcome to Crafty Aims Workshop, and today I'm going to be making a snowman toss game. And I found this on Pinterest, so I'm getting a lot of inspiration from there. So what you're going to be needing is one of these poster boards, the bendable ones that you might use at a science fair or something. You could also just make your own with cardboard boxes or whatever, but I went ahead to the Dollar Tree and they had this for $1, so I went ahead and did that. The next thing you're going to need is, I've got some snow flake wrapping paper, and I'm going to put that down. And then you're going to need white paper or paint. I think though, so I think what I'm going to do is just go do it as I go, and you guys can figure out what you're going to need. In the end, in the description, I'll go ahead and when I figured out what all I'm going to be using, because I'm doing this off the cuff, I'll put in the description what all supplies I've used. So the first thing is the poster board, and I'm going to use some wrapping paper. Okay, so I've cut the paper out for the size that I need for this board. I'm actually going to use the board backwards, and later on you'll see why. So I'm going to go ahead and attach the wrapping paper to the board. I'm going to use a glue gun to do that, but you can use tape or anything else that you'd like to. Okay, so on these corners, I'm first going to bend the paper over. See how that's coming out that way. So I'm just going to, bend it over there. Pull this out. Have this come up like that. Chop it. And fold it. Now I'm just using my glue gun and running it down the middle, or down the side. Pushing it down. It's just a whole lot easier and a whole lot faster. I'm going to do the same thing to this end. I'm just securing it down with my glue gun. I'm going to do that on the other side. Okay, and also if you don't want to cut it, you can just fold it. So just bring it over like this. Kind of make a triangle this way. Bring this side down and make a triangle this way. And bring it down. Just like you're wrapping a gift. You can do it like that, or you can tuck it in. Just like you would on wrapping a gift. So however you want to do it. Cut it off or fold it down. Okay, I've got everything glued down on the back, and now I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to work on the front now. Okay, I have decided to go ahead and try to paint it. I'm going to use some white gesso first, and then go ahead and paint over it with white. Hopefully that will work. If not, I'll have to try something else. So let me try to get some of that on here, and then I'll come back. Okay, so I am using the acrylic gesso that I got at Walmart. I think it's by Daler Rowney. The Simply acrylic gesso. Anyway, it's just plain white acrylic gesso, and I just pretty much made the size and the style with the gesso, and then I'm going to go back with the white and fill it in better. I am putting a pretty thick coating of gesso on here because this is such dark paper. I don't mind that you can see the snowflakes, but I don't want the blue to come through. So I'm probably going to have to do a second coat for this, and that's okay. I've got enough. Okay, I'm going to let that dry. Okay, so while I'm waiting for the paint to dry on the snowman, I'm going ahead and making the hat, and I've decided to go ahead and do the foam. On this side, it's on this particular piece here, it's got the paper on it where you can rip it off and stick it, and I'll do that. I'll take probably this part off and leave this because this is pretty sturdy, and that way I won't have to put any cardboard on the back of it because it's going to be sticking up above. It's going to be sticking up above the board. So I've already stuck it together. I'm going to leave part of this on to keep it really nice and stiff. And then I'm going to take, to cover up this seam, I'm going to take a fake flower that I've cut off the stem. I'm going to add these leaves. Oops, what's that down? And glue that on. And I'm going to leave this long until I can measure it up to the snowman and get it the right length. But I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then when the snowman is drying and I've finished painting it, I'll go ahead and put this on top. Okay, also I went ahead and put some washi tape on for the brim right here. And I got it at Dollar Tree. It was just $1 and you got 2 of these. And you get quite a bit of it. I think it was Dollar Tree. So I just used the green to match the leaves and put it on top of the brim here. Okay, before I put the white paint on, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the circles for the holes to toss the balls through, or the snowballs through. So what I'm using is a duct tape circle, whatever the duct tape thing is on, and I'm just going to trace it. Make sure it's in the center. Okay, I'm going to use my razor blade to cut it out, and I'm also putting a cutting board underneath it so I don't cut my table. So here it goes. First go this way. And then I just made an X, and now I'm just going to go around. That one, and I'll come back when I finish the other 2. Okay, I've got all 3 holes cut out. Hopefully they're going to be big enough. I think they will be for what I've got. And what I'm going to do now is use the glue gun to go around the edges, and then we'll go from there with putting the white paint on and decorating. Okay, so what I've done is I went ahead and put the hot glue on the edges of the holes. I painted it white, and then I went ahead and sprinkled some glitter, extra fine crystal diamond glitter. Let me see if I can get it. I got this at Walmart. Extra fine glitter, crystal diamond. And I think this was like maybe $2. I'm not sure if it was even that much. So I just sprinkled it on there. I'm hoping that the paint, because it's wet, will just soak it in and it'll just stick. We'll see. So let me go ahead and try and dry that with my heat gun, and we will go to the next step. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and paint the arms, which are branches, and also paint the face, and then I'll go ahead and put the hat on after that. So let me go ahead and get the branches on there. Okay, I've got the arms on, the eyes, and the mouth, and now I'm going to work on the carrot nose. So, let's see. So what I did is I used black first on the arms, and then I went over a little bit with some brown. And when that dries, I'm going to put some white with some glitter on top of that for snow, for some shadowing and stuff, I guess you could say. And then, so for the nose, we're going to attempt to make a nose. I got this on clearance at Target. It's the Handmade Modern Acrylic Paints, Harvest Hues. And this one is Satin Blood Orange. So, okay, I'm going to let that dry and then add shadowing. But while we do that, while we're waiting for it to dry, I'm going to go ahead and glue the hat on. So let me size it up. So I'm just folding this over and putting hot glue on it to glue it together. And trim it. Careful not to cut the leaf. And then just put a ton of hot glue on it. Okay, I'm going to trim it up and I'll come back. Okay, now what I'm doing is I've already put a ring of pipe cleaner around each hole. I'm going to go ahead and do this one. This one I put green, this one's blue, and this one's going to be silver. So that hopefully will help make it look a little bit better, so you don't see the glob of glue that I had on there as much, I should say. And I just do a little at a time until I get all the way around. And I've got extra here, so I'm just putting it over here, overlapping it with this other side. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and work on the shadowing of the nose and shadowing of the rest of it, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and put the more brown on the arms and did the cheeks. I did a little bit of shadowing on the body, which I'm not good at, but hopefully it don't look like he's just plain dirty. So, what else did I do? I think that's it. Now I'm going to start on the snow on the arms, and I'm going to add some glitter to that. So when I finish that, I'll show you what I've got. Okay, I am now done with the snow. I haven't done the glitter yet though, but I'll do that in a minute. I think the first thing I'm going to do is right around here, I'm going to put a sign that says "Let It Snow." So that's what I'm going to work on now. Okay, so what I did was I used the hot glue gun, and little tiny areas I would put the glue, and then I would sprinkle the glitter on top of that and then press it down, and then kind of squish it back on there and press it down some more until it was on there real good. And I just put it in several different locations that snow might be lying, and I even put some on the flower. So I think this is all done. Now we have to make the balls to throw into the holes here. So let me start that. So what I'm using is the golf balls. These are just the cheap golf balls you can get at Dollar Tree. You get 8 to a pack. And you can either, here's what they look like. Here we go. You can leave them like this, or you can go ahead and cover them. I am going to try it. What I'm going to cover it with is just cotton balls. So let me grab. Okay, I'm going to separate the cotton ball a little bit. And all I'm going to do is wrap it around. Another one. Separate it out. Alright, so there is your snowball. You can see it. And you can, this just gives it more weight. If you don't even want to do that, you could probably just use a bunch of cotton balls and put them together. But I think I'm going to use these golf balls and then just use them to throw them through the holes. So I'm going to finish these up. Last one. Man, I'm a horrible shot. Anyways, I'll have to work on that. But there you have it. Alright everybody, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope to have more coming soon. At least once a week, preferably Thursdays. If you love snowmen as much as I do, please let me know. I would love to hear from you. And if you can, let me see some pictures of what you've created. If you've taken on this project or others that I've shown you on my channel. So every Thursdays, like if you like the video and subscribe to see more. Thank you everybody. You have a great day.